Ennuyement. Ennuyement is a French word for the bitterness of having arrived in the future and not being able to tell your past self how it turned out. It's the feeling you get when you remember being sad about something that doesn't matter anymore. When you look back at a version of you that was terrified or excited or naive, and you wish you could just tell them how it ends. Hey, you're gonna be okay. But you can't. They'll never know, and it's for the best. Ennuyement feels a lot like regret, but it's not. Regret is bitter. Ennuyement is kind. It doesn't wish to change the past, just to comfort it. It's not that you want to rewrite the story, you just don't want to leave anyone, even yourself, behind. If I had told my younger self that it wouldn't work out the way that they had planned, they might have skipped the hard parts, tried to rush to the good bits. But the failed attempts, they're what got you where you are. The heartbreaks, the awkward goodbyes, the jobs that didn't fit, they were all part of it. If you remove the struggle, you lose the shape of the journey, and who you are now only makes sense because of everything that didn't go to plan. We think if we could warn ourselves about the pain, we'd be better off, but forgetting the journey just makes you start again. In Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, they wipe each other from their memory. Clean slate, no heartbreak, no history. And yet they meet again. They fall for each other all over again. There's a scene where the main character Joel is losing his memories, watching good and bad memories of his ex fade, and he's begging himself to hold on. Despite the relationship being messy and ending in heartbreak, he doesn't want to lose the journey. And maybe that's the whole point. Maybe it's not about avoiding heartbreak, about skipping the mistakes. Maybe it's about choosing to live the story, knowing it won't last.
I want to call it off. Can you hear me? I don't want this anymore. I want to call it off.
Maybe even if you could go back and warn yourself, you'd still want to fall in love, still want to risk it. Because the end might give you closure, but the middle is where you actually learn something. Life is short, though I keep this from my children. Life is short, but I've shortened mine in 1,000 delicious, ill-advised ways. That's a short snippet of Maggie Smith's poem, Good Bones. And in this context, your younger self is the children. The children who you want to grow up without having the bad experiences that you've come to have. To keep them naive. Because in time, you, will learn the things you did. And they will overcome the things you did, and will eventually catch up to where you are now. Denouement, the final part of a play, film, or narrative, in which the strands of the plot are drawn together and matters are explained or resolved. Denouement comes first. It's the sigh of relief when it's all said and done, and maybe you'll leave it at that. But sometimes when the journey to get there was far from what you expected, that's when a denouement kicks in. The thought of, if only I had known, I wish I had started with that. But see it more as wishing you could tell the person in chapter 1 that it's worth reading all the way through. So no, I wouldn't tell them how it ends. Because they don't deserve to know. Because they deserve to live it like I did.